I would love to reticently keep this. More like wash out your mouth, indeed. Hey, I love Cruelclaw's Heist too. I just, I don't know. It's possible Urza's Sylex just changes the dynamic of those kind of slow matchups a bit. Is land good? Land might actually be good. We have a lot to do with our mana. It's not a Fountainport though. Not being a Fountainport is definitely a downside. Beza's pretty good at finding lands. Read. Arrogance Domain, which I can't say I love, but it will be good testing. We need to see if this Urza Sylex clan is like actually good against them, of course. Yes, I just want to Elspeth plus and start drawing cards. And then Beza can make me a treasure next time. Okay, they have the good card, unfortunately. Up the Beanstalk. Singular good card in Domain. Unfortunately, it is a pretty exceptional card. That is also pretty good, I guess. Get back the talent or kill the Beanstalk. The eternal question. Don't know. Lets me cast Kaya into Atraxa if I draw it. Because of the treasure. Oh, they have 6 cards in hand. Beza also draws me a card. I guess I'm just meant to Beza this turn. Feels really weird letting them keep the Beanstalk though. This does like a fair amount. Hope they take too many cards of Atraxa. My experience has been that never actually happens. That's not actually how things ever go, but nice to dream. Wanderer or Get Lost. Kind of like... I feel like I need to Get Lost the Caretakers is the thing. I feel like I really need to be drawing cards. Keep up with my opponent here. Perhaps we are the beatdown. Very wishful thinking. I appreciate it though. Copy this. Draw a card. Attack with the team. Probably not level up talent. I probably want to be drawing cards instead. Who's... Play slightly faster. This match will go on for freaking ever. Of course. Cards. Fonts. Very nice draw. Okay, there's the Sunfall, unfortunately. Pretty good, pretty strong. Mighty 6/5. Supposed to go Caretakers. I can then Sunfall afterwards. It does use up all my treasures. However, Sunfalling feels so awkward. I guess I can kind of block this. Right? Yeah. I suppose so. Lost is nice. Am I killing the Beanstalk, or am I just accepting they have all the cards in the world? And we'll find a way to fight through it, maybe? Guess I just want to make a token and draw a card. Fire up a chump block. Oh, they're the Doppelgang build. That is terrifying. We do have Duresses in our deck, though. Something. Yeah, we do have 2 Kayas already. Kaya is definitely pretty busted, though. I could certainly a world where you might actually just want Bird Kaya. It's not impossible. I don't know. I kind of feel like Sylex should make a really big difference in this matchup post-board, though. So I think I would like to just kill this binding. Okay. Be like that, I guess. Oh, to reset the level on your talent. You're correct. Although also it didn't matter, I suppose. Hey, Jason. Oh boy. Future Doppelgang is looking very threatening. They now have a 4-4, so it doesn't get virtued, and they have another bean on top. Hacking for Vegas, hell yeah. Hope you have a spicy deck prepared. Whatever you're up to. Oh, I couldn't pay a life, I guess. Whatever, it's fine. Builder's talent, huh? I could get lost a thing here. They are about to draw a second Beanstalk. Whatever that's worth. A bit of us is running on the hopes that they just don't draw a Doppelgang for a couple turns. Hey. Draw 2, I guess. Go off. Why not? Hey, Espen. Wow, they are binding a treasure. They are really digging. Alright, is a third Beanstalk. Alright. Where is my Urza Sylex, huh? In my sideboard, I suppose. Details. Overlord of the Boiler Builders. Oh boy. Okay. Good card. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but we are casting it, obviously. So if I go after the Overlord, I get a lot of blockers. If I go after the Binding, again, Elspeth. But the Binding's already easy for them to answer, so that doesn't seem terribly impressive. It feels a bit late to be going off the Beanstalks, obviously. Just binding the token, true. Yeah, maybe that would have been good. I don't really know what our plan is if they actually do play doppelgangs. We're out here trying though. We're out here trying. They are ominously tapping blue mana, of course. Right, there's a Boiler Builder. Draw 3 cards. Sure thing. I guess we can like get lost to the Boiler Builders if they target it, since they only have the one. Uh-oh. Okay. Strong, strong, strong. Sunfall. I mean, that one's fine. Yeah, I do wonder if I just have to go after the beans way more aggressively this game. Kind of felt like they were already spiraling. But I guess this deck version of the deck, you just can't like completely run out of resources because of Doppelgang. Doppelgang just kind of fundamentally changes the game in a pretty big way. Well, yes, I can remove the Boiler Bilges. 1, 2, 3 plus 5, and then I have Get Lost open. So I can hit both of them. I guess they could have an answer to my Builder's Talent, conceivably, and that would stink, but... Hit you for 4. Best deck in Standard, always. Oh, we don't have Fountainport open. Whatever, I don't care. I'm just gonna do my game actions. Okay, get back Kaya. Exile. Boiler Bilges. Hit you for 4. Alright, 2 Boiler Bilges down. They have 2 left in their deck, presumably. That is one of them. Ah, the beatdown. Ambitious perspective, but I respect it. Oh, they can target our ones. I'm so silly. This doesn't actually save us. Oh my god. Yeah. Whatever. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It's fine. This matchup gets way better post-board. I feel like Urza's Sylex is just gonna wreck their day. My assumption. I think Beza might actually be good as a Boiler Builders. I don't wonder if Dust Animus is good. My assumption is no. However, it's like not inconceivable that it could be better than like a Sunfall. They don't have herd migration for these Sunfalls. Plan to bin Kaya for builders. I mean, sometimes that happens. Most of the time your Kaya just dies and you bring her back over and over. And that's pretty great too. No discard, but I think we're going to keep this. Can answer a beans. Can't really ask for much more. Ooh. Second Sunken Citadel is very nice with this Fountainport, of course. There's the beanstalk. They have drawn the good card. What's going on there? Not a lot, honestly. They don't have blue mana, right? Normally a gate would be the scary card, although them not having blue mana might change things a bit. I might still just want it's very plausible I'm just meant to take a negate anyway. Shrug. Alright, so the good news is their hand is kind of stinky. And we have a Fountainport. That's going to draw us a lot of cards. Yeah, opponent is soundly off it. I guess our Beza was about to draw us a card too. Get beaten down. Alright, Duress plus Sunder. That's the real Splinter Twin of the format, apparently. Ooh, game free. Didn't even need our sideboard cards. I wonder if you're just meant to have like 4 Sunken Citadels. I don't know. Sunken Citadel always feels so good in this deck. Like, anytime you can like power out your Fountainports. Sunder the Gateway. Yes. Oh my god. They kept a 2 lands being hand. Snap concede. Snap concede. You love to see it. You've been wanting a main deck answer for Forge. Yeah, Sunder's nice against that. I also really like Eternal Wanderer against that. Eternal Wanderer Flickering Forge does a really good job of keeping it under control. You just get like a flicker in at some point in the game, and that's normally enough to make Forge not that scary. Maybe I should have done that. It's land. I guess I'll keep it. I'm pretty spooked about this matchup. I think Dimir used to be a really close matchup. But Kaito and Enduring Curiosity both seem like pretty phenomenal cards against us. I think will likely make it a lot scarier. So, you know, that's not great. Mulliganing is the biggest trap in Magic. True. True. I definitely subscribe to the Steph Manfield school of thought of just not mulliganing. Yeah. Good. Good. Hope to Sunfall it at some point. Can we please have some lands? I really hope I don't get Enduring Curiosity. That would stink. Really badly. Okay. Kaito. Pretty good. Break on land drop though. It's really awkward. This Get Lost is gonna give them lands. And then this unstoppable slasher is like freaking terrifying. Kaito is a good card, true. I'm a big Kaito believer. I think Dimir lists do not play enough Kaitos. I think I would play like at least 2 main deck. And at least 3 in the 75. I think the card is like pretty obscene. Belllands and Fountainport make it so easy to convince yourself not to mulligan. Maybe that's why I like the deck so much. You played 2 main deck, good. As you should. I don't know if like habits have changed. I just know there was a period where people were definitely not playing 2 main deck. If I let them untap and go to Get Lost the Slasher, and they have a counterspell, I take 10 billion damage. If I do it now, obviously, they get 1 they get it one turn sooner. Would have been like very nice to find lands this game. We're in a lot of danger. Put it lightly. God, that's so bad. Yeah, I guess these games happen. Games do happen. This feels like it was our game to win as well. They were stalling out on lands. We had like really solid hand. But happen. New why? Don't. Hey, this game's not winnable. Let's just move on. Game is now officially unwinnable. Okay, Elspeth might take out these Duresses, I suppose. Probably take out these Kayas. Kind of nice that Kaya tags Enduring Curiosity. But it's pretty hard to get in play, ever. Hey, Rin. Thank you, thank you. Sunder seems pretty heinous. Animus seems pretty great. Maybe Duress is good. Duress makes like a room for our Kaya. And Duress also like protects our Dust Animus. Make sure our Sunfall's resolve. I think Eternal Wanderer might be, yeah, weak link with the Planeswalkers in this matchup. Just like being able to answer Enduring Curiosity feels pretty huge, I think. I want the third Duress. That might be overkill. It doesn't deal with Tidebinder. So that's like notable. You could maybe convince me we're meant to trim a Caretakers. It's pretty awkward against Mastermind sometimes. Might just be silly. Trimming that instead of a 4-drop, but you love mulliganing. I'm sorry for your loss, question mark. I don't really know how to respond, but cannot relate. Zero able to relate. Land drops, come on. Cool. With Beza in hand and no sweeper coming, I'm kind of interested in just spewing this. Maybe that's bad, but like, I don't know. Seems fine. Sheoldred's Edict is like very nice if they Kaito me next turn. Oh, or I could resolve the builders. I think having Sheoldred's Edict open is here to pass up on. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Make them sack it now. It's really awkward that if I cast this, I don't have any Kaito answers left. Also, the Siren's pretty good for my Beza. I guess I'm just gonna let them do this. Obviously, like, stranding them on land would have maybe benefited us as well, though. But we don't know that they don't have lands in their hand, and we don't know that they would have hit a land. So, I know, like, seems pretty unreasonable to play towards that. Caretakers. Okay. I just cast this. I think I do. Probably just gets countered, but if it just gets countered, that's one less counter for our Beza and our Sunfall. Resolves. Maybe means they have a Mastermind. No. Okay. Interesting. They just hit me for 1. That's like the best possible world we could ever live in. Am I playing Builder's Talent? Try and draw a card? Or just holding open interaction? Try my best. Solves as well. Are they gonna stop me getting the 0/4? Sure. Pretty good Tidebinder. It's like rare for Tidebinder to do much in this matchup, but I guess countering the 0/4 is like pretty substantial. Okay, land is great. Just go for Beza. And counter Kaya too. True. Normally I don't, like, pretty often I don't actually keep Kaya in the matchup. I just, I'm trying out some different sideboard plans, I guess. They have the second Tidebinder? They do. Oh, this is pretty absurd. Gotta be said. The 2/2 just blocks this Tidebinder really well as well. Hey, Sun Thief. Ghost Vacuum. That is good against Builder's Talent, I suppose. Sylex is so nice in the mirror. Yeah, Sylex is absurd in the mirror, honestly. It's really impressive. Alright, let's just copy this treasure and draw a card. Sounds pretty great. Fountainport, very good. Okay. Suspend this Dust Animus, and there you go. Gonna keep the 2/2 back. Blockers are good. Alright, they hit Beza. Obviously they can make a 1/1 Beza eventually. It's very slow and expensive though, not the scariest thing in the world. Me for 1. I don't really want to give up both treasures for a single card. I think these treasures are pretty nice. I probably want to play Dust Animus this turn. I don't really care if they answer it. And obviously if they don't, it's like completely absurd. And I guess I just say go with Fountainport open. I'm not very interested in attacking. I just want to have blockers open forever. I think we win the long game pretty handily here. I just want to make sure the game goes long and take 0 risks at any point during all this. Love to see no attacks. Treasure, draw a card. They're gonna kill the Fountainport, of course. Fine. Cantripped. Can't really ask for more than that. I guess this one. Why not? I think Animus is kind of just generally better than Valkyrie. Is my opinion. I know not everyone agrees with that. I know some people really like Valkyrie. I think 2 mana versus 5 is just kind of an absurd difference though. And Dust Animus also plays really well with Lockdown as well. I think those two things just like kind of just make Dust Animus really unbelievable in comparison. Alright, I am interested in attacking with this because this gains us life. Oh. Or it draws us a card. Also do that. The hand seems like it must be pretty awful, but knowing what's going on means we know if we can resolve this Kaya. So, Glistening Deluge. Wow. Sure, I suppose so. Kaya time. Let's go. Classic Kaya minus on your Spyglass Siren. The instant flying. Yeah, that's true. I don't know that I bought it in those kinds of matchups much, though. I guess, like, sometimes mid-range decks will have Planeswalkers and you'll board in Valkyrie. Valkyrie just feels really expensive against a lot of those decks to me, though. There are times when Valkyrie can be kind of nice with a huge Sunfall token. I feel like a lot of those games you're generally already in quite a winning position. Oh my god, Dust Animus with Vacuum comes in with 2 counters. You have enough lands. The value. Value is real. Start plussing, I suppose. Why not? And level up talent. It might be time that we're allowed to start attacking now. I'm starting to get that impression anyway. Treasure 4 raccoons. Wait, what card are you referring to? I've been trying to figure that out and I can't. Oh, why is the treasure 4 raccoons? Sorry, I thought you said where. No, yeah. They're just 4 raccoons chilling. Adorable. I mean, my opponent is about to get a substantial amount of value, and then they're about to get Sunfalled into Oblivion, so seems acceptable. They could have a counterspell, I suppose. Not clear we're even in that much trouble if they do, but hey. Sure. Just keep plussing. I'm gonna sit on the second Sunfall for a turn. I want to just keep removal spells open in case they have like negate plus Enduring Curiosity. Seems pretty unlikely that's what they have, but it also seems like the only way they can do anything I remotely care about, so why not play around it, you know? Results. Yeah, I could just cast second Sunfall. And honestly, second Sunfall would probably resolve and it would probably end the game on the spot. Like 99% of the time. But yeah, this is fine too. We have a 7 loyalty Kaya and a backup Sunfall that they can't duress. It's pretty hard to really go bad for us. Amazing. They also did not take the Sunfall. That's fun. I guess this is like treasure. Be somewhat relevant to the extent that anything is relevant at this point. Nice. Draw a card. Plus the Kaya. Cast the Elspeth. Draw. Solves. Oh, they have another one. Okay, I respect it. No, they have a Fountainport. Huh? I guess if I smite this, they get to sack it to draw a card. I'll just let them their 2/2s. Alright, we can rep lethal with this incubator, right? And force them to chump, and then we kill the chump blocker. Good lord, this game was a grind. Alright, game 3, I suppose. The Duresses seem pretty good that game, I have to say. I think I'm into them. I guess the Kaya seemed like, you know, solid as well. Yeah, just run this back. GG easy. Duresses also feel important to stop them getting Kaito down as well. You only have 5 Kaito answers. Well, this is a mulligan. The keep. Talk, good talk. Just Duress and then start casting 2-drops every turn for the entire game. Yeah. Interesting. They get to bat me. Curious what they take. Obviously, if they take Get Lost, they cut us off of having removal, but also, like, Get Lost gives them maps. So, am I casting the lowly 2/3 Dust Animus? It does block the bat, which stops them Kaitoing me. So I think I am actually doing that. Seems fine. No, my builder's talent. That sucks. Alright, at least she's a good one. Although she might get Urtide, of course. Oh, I probably wanted to put that Citadel on black, huh? I already have triple white. If I cast Elspeth and she gets Urtide, that means my Dust Animus lives. Little Omniscience draft as a treat? Nah, I only play standard on stream nowadays. Second Kaya was not really it. Like, I enjoy playing on like different draft formats and stuff like that. The problem is that my viewership does just kind of like plummet when I am not playing constructed. I think people just appreciate the consistency of me reliably playing the same format every day instead of jumping around between different formats. We're in like a little bit of danger here. Second Kaya is obviously not like the best draw at the moment. So if they have a card advantage source, which they do not. Oh my god. Okay, that's good news. And this makes a treasure if it resolves. Kind of a big if. Please don't Phantom Interference. Oh boy. Okay, we get that treasure. Now we can copy the treasure next turn, or we can just cast Kaya with it if we draw a land. Alright. Yeah, I definitely used to stream like a lot more different formats instead of just standard, but I think just sticking to one format has been like very good for my stream growth and viewer retention and stuff. Also, I'm like honestly kind of enjoy the consistency myself. Nice knowing what I'm gonna get up to every day. Just have a new deck planned and everything's good. Really hard to imagine this Duress doing anything. Yes, I'm gonna cast it. At least then we know if we can just jam Kaya next turn, I don't know. Oh, it did do something. Okay, very nice. You love to see it. We're gonna keep Beza back to block. We're winning the long game. We just want the game to go long. So a draft specific client. Yeah, I feel like that's like it ends up being a little bit awkward, right? Because then all the cards you draft don't really like do anything beyond the games. But maybe that means the draft would be a lot cheaper. So maybe that works out pretty well. Budget of Persistence does seem pretty unbeatable, but also Kaya. I guess Kaya is like a little rough into Tidebinder, but even if they Tidebinder her, she's gonna have 8 loyalty. I don't know, doesn't seem like a problem. No, rude. Fair. The prevailing sense I have got from these games is that I'm exceptionally happy that they're not drawing Enduring Curiosity against me. I feel like these games might have been substantially harder if they'd drawn that card at any point ever. That's a mastermind. If I get lost it, they can like activate in response. Anyway, obviously we're get losting it, I guess. Gonna do it at some point. Oh no, this is bad, because no, yeah, this is fine. Okay, yeah. They get their 2 cards, but it's gone. We have a fresh hand. Kaito and Curiosity and Kaito are the only good cards in the deck, indeed. Especially if you're not playing Gix anymore. Which most people seem not to be, which I find surprising. I think I'd still want a couple Gix. I don't think you need the full 4 anymore. Like, full 4 seems unnecessary in a world where you have Kaito and Curiosity, but I feel like a couple Gix is very threatening. In a pretty big way. I just want to jam this. Nice. Make it 1/1. Blocking a damage is more important than attacking for 4. I'm trying to close the reveal card window on my screen. Incredible. Wow, most people only played 3 Gix. Which personally I believe is bad deck building. Personally, I believe that pre-Curiosity, you wanted the full 4 Gix, and any less than that was just like a clear deck building mistake. But most people only played 3. For whatever reason. I'd rather bat. We can get a Dust Animus later. You own. Oh no. Well, maybe I don't know how Magic cards work. Wait. Opponent? Okay. Apparently they didn't want to draw a Deep Cavern Bat. Go figure. We'll take it. I'm not sure it would have mattered in the slightest, but you know. Yeah, if your first Necropotent sticks, the second Necropotence is just so bad. I guess we're just going to only play 3 Necropotents in our Necropotent stack. I guess in our Necropotence theme deck, we'll just play 3 of them. Because drawing a second one is just really awkward. That's kind of my feeling of people who played 3 Gix beforehand. Not to throw literally infinite shade, but also... They missed it? Yeah. Sure did. Did people play Historic Goblins with less than 4 Matron? That's so egregious. That's so wild to me. Matron was like half the reason to play the deck, right? I'm not crazy. I've literally got to the finals of a tournament of goblins. I feel like I'm allowed to be the final word on this goblins deck. I feel like if anyone is allowed to be the final word on this goblins deck, it is literally me. I had the most success of everyone, literally anyone at pro level with that deck. I think less than 4 matrons is just like so bad. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It lets you play Muxus as a companion, yeah. It lets you play all your cards as a companion. There are so many good companions in that deck. Mainly Muxus, though. Mainly Muxus. It lets you, like, dig for for, what's it called? Is it Krenko triggers with your 2/2? Every time you shuffle with that 2/2 in play, you're 8% to get a Krenko trigger or Krenko activation. Krenko activation is like the 3 Krenko activations were so much about what made that deck good. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, genuinely incredible. That every time you draw a card or shuffle your library with the stupid 2/2 in play, you're just 8% to double how many creatures you have. Genuinely unbelievable. Ah, Sakaya. Pretty good. Historic Goblins was a blast. Historic Goblins is like, obviously bias, but one of my favorite decks ever. Fire time, let's go. Literally adding more lands to that deck. Turns out land drops are really good. Also cutting the bad cards. Also good. I can't remember how long people played like 4 copies of the 1/1 that makes a 1/1/4, but Or especially, what is it? There was the really bad Lord. It gave you the mana discount, but it didn't pump your team. And people like always had 4 copies of that card and never sideboarded it out. And I always thought that card was kind of one of the weakest ones in the deck. Yeah, it's only good for discounting Muxus. So much worse than Chieftain, because Chieftain was like a game plan in itself, right? Like, Chieftain was how you won the scrappy games. War Chief was never winning you a scrappy game. In a million years. I've kind of stopped paying attention to the game actions I'm taking, I'm going to be honest. It feels like they are wholly immaterial. I'm just kind of clicking buttons and hoping my opponent will probably lose at some point. It seems pretty likely. I should maybe, like, I don't know, play around Jace or something. An exceptionally weird card for them to have, but... I guess it would be pretty embarrassing to lose to it. Also, they're kind of almost dead. 4, 5, 6... 5, 11... 1 short, I think. Pretty sad. Torch Courier was not actually very good. I'm gonna be honest. It made a lot of sense in theory there. I stand by the theory on playing that card. It cost 1. True. Maybe they are actually dead. I just can't count. I don't know that I ever actually tutored it for the haste ability. In like all my testing and that entire tournament and my entire time just playing the deck for fun afterwards, but you know, in theory it makes a lot of sense. Gotta give it some credit, I guess. Wouldn't. This deck's been feeling nice. Alright, I will happily discard this Kaya. She'll be back. Now I'm unsure to discard. Probably Anoint. Right, we're gonna save the Sunder for Caretaker's talent purposes, I suppose. Any removal with Ghost back? I don't really want to play Ghost back against blue black though, I think. Parting Gust. Honestly, like... it's not inconceivable. Do I play Caretakers or do I play Builders? I think the Builders might actually be better than Caretakers with the fire in the bin. If I play Caretakers and they kill it, I've kind of wasted my mana. Then it gets a token in play off Get Lost. Maybe fine. Kind of hate Blot Out. I do think the end is very funny against the blue-black decks, because if you hit Enduring Curiosity and they're not playing Gix, which most lists seem not to be for some reason, your chance of like losing the game just plummets. But it's also 4 mana. So, you know, there's upsides and downsides. I think Parting Gust might be kind of reasonable. Zorleen, there's a Hopeless Nightmare in the yard they can get back, but it would cost them 2 mana. I think I'm pretty into getting down this Builder's Talent and drawing a card. Obviously, if we draw a land, we can still get rid of Zorleen. If we don't, we're at least drawing towards lands, presumably. One would hope. Is Ghost Vacuum pretty good against them? What else does it do? What other synergies does it actually interact with in their deck? Guarding Sunder might be a bit weird, because the only card I'm actually scared of is Snake, and it like removes a permanent, but I kind of struggle to see how they beat me just drawing 10 billion cards. Oh, Unstoppable Slasher. True. That card is annoying. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Unstoppable Slasher is a thing. I think I meant to double talent. I just really want to find my land drop. And if it's an untapped land, we even get Kaya next turn. So this seems pretty phenomenal. Well, we'll be fine. Fighting their Ghost Vacuum. My impression is their Ghost Vacuum does not matter very much. My opponent exiled like 5 things against me with their Ghost Vacuum and put them all into play. And it was not remotely close to mattering in any way. Yeah, I think Parting Gust. I think I might have to look into Parting Gust. Obviously, Parting Gust is a bit worse in like this list where there aren't that many creatures to save. I feel like Flickering a Beza can be fine. And I think having the Exile for Enduring Curiosity probably matters quite a bit. I want Earth on my boarding. I always forget what I'm doing in this matchup. If they're on the Snake version, the only card that matters. But some people are on just like normal mid-range and have a bunch of Kayas and nonsense. Some people are like more aggressive leaning. Will vary so much. I think if I was on the play, I would bring in Cruelclaws for sure. Based on like the info I have. I don't really know if it's good on the draw situation. Guess I'm gonna do it. I think Duress is quite a bit worse. I think their creatures are probably matter a reasonable amount. The White Overlord in this deck, I have not, mainly because I suspect it would be pretty bad. I think if you play White Overlord, it needs to be as a synergy piece. I don't think the rate is good enough to just play it as a value card. Like, the rate's fine. It's not, like, bad. But, I'm gonna go with Greedy Boarding. This is probably a mistake. It's more fun, so, hey. We can always, like, lower our curve if it does turn out they're more aggressive leaning in some way that they didn't show game 1. I think White Overlord is like a synergy piece. I think its just rate is not good enough if you're just casting it to make a pair of 2/1s on turn 4, and that's like it. Yeah, Beza's kind of like just better White Overlord in this deck. Land or robbery? And if land, which land? I guess if land, it has to be plains. I'm gonna get rid of robbery. It's like pretty expensive here. Maybe that's a mistake. It helps a lot against discard. They just have a pile of discard. But if we get rid of it, we can surveil away lands really aggressively. I don't know. I do want to try... A friend of mine... Oh my god. Oh, now I look really foolish. Apparently they are aggressive. Not that it's like particularly going to matter against this particular hand, but you know. Probably keep that if they have Optimistic Scavenger in play. A friend of mine's been playing mono white with Collector's Cage and White Overlord, and I kind of want to try that out at some point. I really like how White Overlord is both an enabler for Cage and a payoff for Cage. I think that's like honestly kind of elegant as cards go. Like, if you do Overlord on 4, you almost certainly get to activate Cage on 5, and flip side, having 4 Overlords in your deck makes it so much more likely your Cage hits something absurd. So... Raids. So Anoint that. Why not? Leave them with the Scavenger. Scavenger's like kind of awkward into Beza anyway. Or do you have plenty of Bezas to go around? I guess I need to put this on black. I brought in Cruelclaw's Heist for some reason. Zoraline. Sure. They currently have nothing to return. And if we were to let them keep Zoraline for a turn, then Beza would make 2 1/1s. So I guess I'm just gonna let the Zoraline stick. It's possible this is bad. Oh, does it change card maths actually? It might change card maths. I don't think it does. This would put me to 4. Draw step puts me to 5, and then land Beza puts me to 3, so it doesn't change the math at all. Oh, and stick Elspeth? That might be kind of good, actually. And just like give up on the tokens. Kind of weird, because we have 2 Bezas, so we're pretty into them using removal on a Beza. Oh, we drew a removal spell. Drawing another removal spell might have made me, if I knew I was drawing this, maybe that would have like pushed me towards the Elspeth a little bit. Because it's we'd feel better about using a removal spell on this if we know we have a follow-up removal spell for a scarier threat. Anyway. Nightmare. Synergy. Look at them go. What am I actually discarding? Is it the next Beza? It feels like the next Beza is like much more likely to draw a card is the thing. Yeah, like discarding a Get Lost is slightly asking for trouble. It could also just be the Elspeth. I guess we're planning on killing the Zoraline next turn anyway. Having a Planeswalker in the yard for Builder's Talent isn't the worst thing in the world. What? I would not have expected that card to be in against me. Alright. It's kind of cute with Zoraline. Double block to get the 1/1s out of play, or single block and then single block again next turn? I guess the latter. If I'm planning on killing Zoraline, which I suppose I am. With this hopeless nightmare. And drop. Sure. Never get lost. It's like fine. I kind of want to get rid of it. Find a Caretakers, find a Fountainport, find something resembling action. Even finding a land drop makes Beza more likely to draw a card. I already have like a second Get Lost in hand. Pretty good. Yeah. I guess that means I might just be killing the Scavenger this turn. Zoraline next. Essentially. Nitric Pixie definitely makes me happy I got rid of a Get Lost, I believe. That is something. Yeah, they get a counter this way, but we can't kill the Scavenger until they go to combat, right? I guess it's kind of awkward killing Scavenger when Beza brick walls it so hard, and also when it like makes Sunfall so absurd. Oh, I can just kill the shell. I'm so silly. I can kill the Sheltered. And then the Sheltered gives me a blocker for the Scavenger. How do I always make a mistake? It's fine. I always forget that you can just target the Sheltered and everything's fine. Alright, this is pretty good for us. Cast Plague Wind, draw a card. Plays around the Hexproof trick too, yeah. Very true. Thing. Block. Alright, they get to start making a big pixie. Obviously, killing Zorlene is awkward if they have another one in hand, but... Well, they do have the hexproof trick. Thick. Okay, that's like a decent amount of pressure. Oh, we have a get back fairly soon. So possibly not soon enough. They've been to Duress, yeah. Would have been very funny. I'm feeling somewhat dead, but we'll see. They get to like shelter us here. Zorlene. Yeah, Cacophony Scamp is wild. The fact that there's like basically 2 of that card in standard at the moment is a little silly. Sunfall, I guess. I think that is probably not good enough. Can get back Elspeth, but we can't block both flyers. Interesting. Game 3. I'm kind of like talking myself into a parting gust or 2. I do feel like there are times where just being able to flick a Beza is like really nice backup mode on that card. And it seems like it solves problems. Alright. Based on what we saw, Cruelclaw's Heist and Outrageous Robbery seem exceptionally bad. Oh, Sunder might be kind of great. Yes. Dust Animus might be kind of good. I think Smite is really awkward into the hexproof trick. Oh, Sleepwell. Exiled? Lockdown? Maybe. I do try and want to trim the Planeswalkers. It feels like the Planeswalkers are overkill against my opponent's build. Lockdown's so awkward against Hopeless Nightmare and Bandit's Talent, though. I don't think we're allowed this. If you hit like a Bandit's Talent or a Hopeless Nightmare and then they kill the Lockdown, it's just like such a nightmare. Genuinely horrific. Maybe Smite is fine. Maybe just like trading with the hexproof trick is fine. Like, I do want to trim some Planeswalkers, I know that much. I don't know if it's one of both. Or like both Kaias. I kind of half wonder if some like discard is fine. Take their hexproof tricks. Yeah, keep these. Could be bad. I would not have them in on the play, on the draw anymore, I think. But I think on the play, fine. Drop their synergies. Also, I have to assume they have Rotten Mouth Viper still, even though they've not shown it. Seems like that card is just like pretty appealing in what they're doing. So having Heist for that is good. Duress. Sure. By Anoint. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Could probably discard this instead of Sunfall. Obviously a little bit awkward to discard the castable card, but oh yeah, Fountainport's great. I am a big Fountainport fan. Love that card. One of my favorite cards they've printed in a long time. Ooh, okay, this is good news. We get to start ticking up Elspeth. Force them to have an answer. Otherwise we, sack some tokens, draw some cards. Okay. Scavenger, sure. Gonna struggle to get through these tokens. To attack. I have to assume so. I don't know. I don't really know how it goes badly for me. They want to spend their turn eating my 1/1 with like Sheltered by Ghosts. That's probably fine. Nightmare is sacrifice. Real lack of trample. Hey, there are some trample black creatures, right? It's mainly Azorius that doesn't get trample. Braids. I mean, seems acceptable. They draw cards, we draw cards. We get to Sunfall them. Nothing in the yard, so nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. An attack for 1. It makes my Sunfall token smaller though. Let's not do that. Phyrexian Negator reprint. I feel like Phyrexian Negator, as someone who has not been playing Magic for like the longest amount of time ever, Phyrexian Negator is definitely one of those cards I hear people talk about and hype up, and I look at and I just get so baffled as to like the fact that it was amazing once upon a time. It's so bizarre. Like I get it. I get that it was really good. It's just it really doesn't look like much as someone who's only been playing like a decade or whatever. It really does not look like much. Okay, take the one. Hell yeah. Very good, very good.